Alright, what's up guys? Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting these calipers and also changing out the rotors on the old Mustang here. Alright, so what we got here today is we got the G2 brake caliper paint system, as well as the Powerstop rotors and brake pads. So picked up the old slotted and drill rotors here, and we're going to get these things installed, and hopefully I'll be able to get some good footage of me doing that for you guys so you can see what it looks like start to finish. All right, cool. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get all four wheels off, and then we're going to get everything cleaned up. I'm going to use this kit here. We'll just show you what's in here. When you order the kit, they give you some brake cleaner. They give you the brake caliper paint, small can, but from what I understand, this is plenty to get the job done. We have the hardener here to react in this. Per the instructions, you dump the hardener into the paint can, mix it up, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then it's ready to be brushed on. You also get a brush and a mixing stick with this as well that comes in this envelope here. So we're going to go ahead and get the wheels off, and the next thing you'll hopefully see is me cleaning the wheels, or cleaning the calipers up. And the next thing you'll see is me cleaning the calipers. Alright, so I got everything off. Got to get in here, get this all cleaned up all the way around. This one's not going to be that bad to clean. This one doesn't look too bad either. I'm not going to be too worried about taping off the rotors because I'm taking those off anyway. And yeah, we'll get started cleaning here. Show you the whole way around here. All four is off and up in the air. Here are the Big Daddy Belgian split fives here. All right, so yeah, I'm going to set the camera up and hopefully get some good angles cleaning up the rotors or the calipers, and we'll go from there. Black again. I think since I'm changing the rotors anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just pull the calipers off and then hook them back up so that I can get a better look at them and get a better coverage and clean on them. So let me get these off. I know that it's not something you guys probably want to see, so I'll go ahead and do this and I'll be right back with you. All right guys, so I got the rotors off, got the caliper cleaned up pretty good here on the front. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, this joker right here kicked my tail. The rotor was basically rust welded to the hub here, so I had to give it an old treatment of WD-40 and a hammer to get it off. But next I'm going to get these things painted up, hopefully get some video of it. All right guys, so this is the color that I picked. Went with the old grabber blue. The instructions say to mix this here activator in and stir it, and then let it sit for 5 minutes before you apply. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see how it goes. All right guys, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm about to get started painting. I got everything cleaned up pretty good. Probably going to try the sponge brush right here and this other brush I picked up right here just so I can get some faster coverage. The brush that came with the kit is right here, and it's okay. I'll probably use it for some of the smaller stuff, but I'll put me a little piece of cardboard here just to catch anything that I might grip so my garage floor doesn't get nastier than it already is. All right, that's my timer right there for the paint being mixed. I'm going to give it one more stir and we'll go ahead and get the paint. So this is the first coat on the front caliper here. I'm going to move around to the back. I'm not going to film that, but we'll keep it on this one for the next coat. So they say let it cure for 15 minutes before you do anything else. And it's kind of covered, but they say at least 3 coats to get this thing looking good. So we're almost there, and on to the next one. So I got the first coat on. You can still see a little bit of the original color through there. So getting ready to go through and put on the second coat. Get down here, show you the rear brakes. I think they turned out pretty good. I think that grabber blue is really going to pop once we get the wheels back on. So, all right, so I'll go ahead and get ready to do the second coat and we'll come back live action. Okay guys, round number 2 is in the books here. See if you can get a good look at it. Second coat does go on a lot easier, not as much coverage that you have to do. Grabber blue brakes, calipers. These are the backs. All right, and I will come back in a few with the finished product, hopefully. Third coat coming shortly. All right, guys, here we are. We have got the final coat on there. I've taken the masking off so you can see what it looks like here. I think it turned out pretty doggone good. And you could definitely do this with the rotors and everything on. Pretty straightforward. Again, pretty happy with the turnout on it. We'll see how it cures. I'm calling it a night. This back hub right here, or back rotor, really kicked me in the tail, so put me a little behind schedule for the evening. But I'm going to call it a night and we will get everything installed in the morning. Have a good one. Okay guys, so we're a few days past the last time I was recording. I ran into an issue with this hub right here. The bearing in it is shot. I put my wheel on and it was just moving around. So I ordered the hubs from Ford. Just picked them up, about to take everything apart so I can put those on. I'm going to try to get some angles here and show you how to do this, but it all depends. I don't really have a good camera mount that I could get a good angle here, but we're gonna give it a shot and see if we can do it. First, I'm going to disconnect. Brakes are already still disconnected from where I figured it out, but what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect some of the ABS line. We're going to loosen this so we can fold the hub assembly forward, and From there, we will just loosen up a few things so we can get this thing to drop out. So just stay tuned and we'll get it going. And I'm going to do both of them just because if one's going bad, I'm sure the other one's on its way out too. So all right, hang in there. All right, so kind of as expected, you can see right here there's a lot of material that has came off, because as you can see on the back of the bearing, it's completely toast. So yeah, so we're gonna replace this whole piece. Yeah, we'll replace this, and I'll keep recording as I go along just to show you the step-by-step process. But ultimately, took this off, and right under here I took that loose, and that's what's hanging out. And as you can see, there's all kinds of material here that's that was just totally destroyed. So all right, we'll keep recording and see you back in a bit. All right, guys, so I royally messed up when I put this back on here. There was a little shim that I took off that I forgot to put back on, and I saw it laying here and I was like, well, damn. So I'm gonna video me taking all this stuff back apart for you and putting it all back together. Should be a pro by now because I've done it. This will be the third time. So here we go. Enjoy the show. All right guys, so here we go. I just got that all the way back off. Little time-lapse video. I wish everything went as fast as that in real life, but here we go. Putting this little joker right here back on so I can make sure that it's all the way right here, and I will go ahead and put a time-lapse in and go ahead and get it going back on. All right, here we go. Alright guys, so I was able to, I think my camera messed up, but I was able to torque down the axle nut, get it on. Got all my stuff back together. For those of you who may have to do this, and you know, I could be wrong, I'm not a mechanic, but I took these two bolts right here out, and then I took this lower control bolt out down here. You can see that, and that allowed me to flop the hub and everything forward, take the old hub out, put the new one in. I'm sure everybody knows how to do the brakes. I accidentally nicked that right there. I dropped them, you know, through some of the frustration that I was having by forgetting to put that little shim back on my axle. But going to go ahead and get the wheel back on, and you'll see it hopefully sitting on the ground and have a good view of what the painted calipers look like. This turned into more of a project than I intended, but hey, glad I found it when I did, and we will keep it moving from here. All right guys, so we got everything back together here. Let's give you a final sweep of what the calipers look like painted in the new rotors. Get all up in there. All up in there. And I went to start my car. Ooh, look at that big beautiful thing right there. Went to start my car, and you won't believe. Yep, that's what's left of the battery terminal. This is what the top of the battery looks like. Looks like somebody dumped some Miracle Grow on it, except it didn't really help me out here. So I guess off to Advanced or somewhere, see if I can pick up one of these terminals and get it all hooked back up, and yeah, we'll be back. I keep saying we'll be back. Promise I will this time. Get the car outside one day.